I'm out on the sesh and I look down, and by some miracle, I've got Baywatch era Pamela Anderson just giving me a blowy. Right, no. I am well aware that in reality, I've probably just dropped a bit of pate and the dog's clearing it up. It's nice to come to such an accessible gig. Now, if there's a fire alarm tonight, just save yourselves. I'll just stop, drop and roll over here and hope for the best. Jesus Christ, how are we doing? You're good, yeah? Excellent. I'll probably introduce myself. My name's Ricky. Before I get any smart-ass comments, that is not short for rickets. And if that was too far, you're going to hate the next few minutes, guys. No, I am disabled. I got stuck when I was born. I got the umbilical cord wrapped around my throat. And my mum, I mean, let's be honest, she should have pushed harder, shouldn't she? Hey, f*** off, look what she did to me. I'm not even bitter about it. Much. Now, I've got something called cerebral palsy, and it's not all comedy. There's a little bit of education tonight, because there are a few types of cerebral palsy. And I've got the spastic type. Ooh, I've created a bit of tension there, I know. A few of you laughed, the rest of you were like, not a chance am I getting involved in that. I don't think we need to be scared of using the word spastic. I don't think we use it enough. I don't, but it's how you use the word, right? So the word spastic, it means tight, so my muscles are tight. So if my doctor says to me, Rick, you're looking a bit tight, you're looking a bit spastic, I haven't got a problem with that. If someone calls me a spastic from across the road, I've got a problem despite both being factually correct. But if you are going to use that word, just please make sure you use it right. And bear in mind that SPAC lives matter. I feel like I should take a knee now, but I probably wouldn't get up, do you know what I mean? But yeah, you're looking at me now, you can probably imagine that I've had to spend a fair bit of time in hospital and with the doctors, and what comes hand in hand with that is medication. I've had to take a fair bit of that over the last few years. There's a little warning label on the back of a lot of prescription painkillers. Do not consume alcohol whilst taking this. The reason for that is because it's f***ing awesome. It's good fun, man. But I don't know about you guys, like, I've always known if I'm hallucinating. Like, I've never truly believed my hallucinations, right? Like, no, seriously, if I'm out on the sesh and I look down, and by some miracle, I've got Baywatch era Pamela Anderson just giving me a blowy. Right, no. I am well aware that in reality, I've probably just dropped a bit of pate and the dog's clearing it up. Does that stop me enjoying it? Well, I mean, it probably should, but I'm high, aren't I? I'll just ride it out. But I was on holiday a few years back, and about midnight, we decided to go down to the beach. A mate of mine was pushing me in my wheelchair, and we could hear all this strange music, so we joined the party. Now, the party was being held by chemistry students from Cambridge who had made their own ketamine. Yeah, exactly, right? Now, I've always known if I'm hallucinating, but this guy came up to me, and he was convinced he was a pirate, right? He genuinely called himself Captain Crack Sparrow, right? And he was a big guy, I'm a little dude. He came up to me, he went, "Arr!" I was like, "Arr?" I didn't know what to do. He said, "I love your ship, let me have a go on your ship." No, I'm getting into it at this point. I'm like, "Arr." Biggest mistake of my life, right? No word of a lie, people. He picked me up, put me on a bench, put my wheelchair above his head, and ran towards the sea, right? He thought my wheelchair was a boat, right? I turned to my mate Jimmy, I was like, "Jim, get my boat." Now, this is how I know me and Jimmy are good mates. He turned to me and said the exact same thing I was thinking. He says, "Rick, half of me wants to get your boat, but the other half wants to see how this shit plays out." Guess which one we went for, guys? So we played it out. I lost the wheelchair in the sea. It was an absolute nightmare getting back to the caravan that night. I woke up the next day. I looked out the window, and there's my boat. There's my chair. I turned to Jimmy. I said, "Jim, how did you get that back?" Jimmy had no idea what I was talking about. It turns out none of that happened. And you really should not drink on prescription medication. Leisure, this has been fun. If you've enjoyed this, you can follow me on the socials. It's Ricky_Balshaw. And in fact, there's a new website you can leave a review for me called Crip Advisor. My name's Ricky Balshaw. Have a great night. Thank you very, very much.